My next guest is a friend who recently made a tough decision about her own body that she hopes has saved her life.
I've got a recipe for you that you are gonna love.
Author, Emmy-winning TV host, and food and lifestyle guru Sandra Lee does it all. Along with her popular cooking shows, Sandra's longtime relationship with New York Governor Andrew Cuomo has her constantly in the spotlight. Having spent her career sharing her home and her life with her viewers, it came as no surprise when the Food Network star publicly shared her devastating breast cancer diagnosis and decision to undergo a double mastectomy this past May. After a successful surgery, Sandra was unfortunately met with yet another setback on her road to recovery when she was hospitalized for an infection as a result of the operation. After extended hospital care and healing at home, she is on the mend. Today, Sandra Lee opens up on her comeback from cancer.
Sandra made her first public appearance since her surgeries this past Sunday night at the Emmy Awards, looking very healthy and happy, I should say. Beautifully adorned. It's been a little over a month since you had the second operation for the infection.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. It's over. And you know, we took a lot of pictures right before I went into that operation. I knew after that operation it was going to be over. And so I was just happy and thrilled and relieved. So I wanted to get out of the hospital. And there's this unusual thing happened to me when I had my double mastectomy. The next day, I was literally up rearranging flowers. I had some friends over. You know some of them.
You called me that day. We spoke.
We spoke. I don't remember a thing. I don't do well on drugs. I've always wanted to do, but I don't.
It was a very interesting conversation, right?
It was an was it?
Yes.
I'm like, I'm eating a lot of cream of wheat and watermelon. No, you must have oatmeal. Yeah, I'm a little plugged up.
That's right. It happens after surgery.
Yeah.
So take me back to the moment when you first heard those fateful words, you have breast cancer.
Well, I had just come off of the photo shoot for People's Most Beautiful. Mm-hmm. I was off my set 15 minutes, and I was in a cab. And I don't think any doctor should tell a patient that they have breast cancer on the phone. I just don't. How about get your rear end in the office? We need to talk. Yeah. That's fine. You can be stressed out on your way there, but not in the cab. I'm just saying. Yeah. And I was just stunned. I called Andrew. I called my sister. By the time I got in the restaurant, I got a big drink. And I called the rest of my family. Hey, you can have a cocktail when someone tells you have breast cancer. It's fine. You should.
You should. Let me catch you all up. Sandra was diagnosed with one of the most common forms of breast cancer, and it was caught very early. But after her initial lumpectomy, she decided to have a mastectomy, in fact, a double mastectomy. Mm-hmm. So why did you decide to take both the breasts off, even though the problem was in one side? Well,
you know, there are, I had DCIS. Can be in one area of your breast. I had it in 4 different areas. And by the time I had gone in there 13 months after my last mammogram, it was all over the top part, kind of spread out like a fan. Yeah. And my doctor said when she was in the operating room with me, when she finally got in there 6 weeks later, she said it was everywhere. And so I'm so thrilled I made that decision because you just don't know what you're dealing with. Yeah. And there was a New York Times article, which I know you want to talk about a little later, but I'm going to bring it up now, that after I got done, I called my doctor right away and we had a big discussion. And what that article had said is, with DCIS, you should wait and see what happens. I'm not going to wait and see what cancer does. I know what cancer does. Mm-hmm. I am not going to be a ticking time bomb, which is what my radiologist said about the side that did not have the DCIS. Mm-hmm. And I just said, you know, if I'm in there, I'm done. Just get it out. This is over. The party is over. Mm-hmm. Get it out. And that was the end of it.
So we're talking a lot in the show about taking the advice that you get and customizing it to you. So mm-hmm. Let me get everyone to understand what DCIS is. It's a very common type of breast pathology. Mm-hmm. But the argument really is people don't know how often it becomes the kind of invasive cancer that we read about and takes so many lives. So I'll show everyone a little picture. If you look at the breast where the milk ducts are, those little tubes are where those cells start to get abnormal. And sometimes it's just a predictor that you might get cancer. Sometimes it actually becomes aggressive cancer and kills people. And that's the dilemma that we face. And mm-hmm. The interesting thing about medicine is we're often confident in the moment as we make decisions, but it changes because we learn new things. Mm-hmm. So you have no regrets at all. If you'd seen that paper mm-hmm. before your surgery, which I know it wasn't published yet, but would it have changed your mind?
Absolutely not. It would have given me more conviction because I think there's so much conflicting information out there. And if we could bring that picture back up again, can we just look at something?
Sure, yeah, put the picture back up there.
That right there, do you see that? That's a little highway. All those little roads, and it's gonna spread, at least mine, was spreading all over all those little highways. Yeah. And I was not gonna take a wait and see attitude. That's just not who I am as a person. Yeah. We all have to make our own decisions.
Exactly right.
But I'm not living that way. And at 48 years old, it's not like I was 87 or 90. Where it's like, okay, we'll wait and see. I mean, I gotta go someday, right? Not at 48. And if you have the option to take control of your life and you're dealing with cancer, I just think that there's no negotiating with it. I'm not gonna negotiate with cancer.
It was scary. The whole process, the decisions, the surgery.
I go the opposite way. If I'm scared of something, I'll go at it as opposed to hide from it. So for me, the decision was pretty easy. I don't plan on going anywhere. My party is not over. No, Cancer's party's over.
So, the governor, Governor Cuomo.
Isn't he great?
How has it affected? He is great. He's great at a personal level, but I'm curious about your personal relationship with him and how that may have been changed by all this.
We have definitely gotten a lot closer through this. And all the nonsense, the nothingness of nothing just goes away. There's no reason to
pretend,
have anything but love and fun together, right? It doesn't matter if they drive a little fast or lay on the couch and squish the pillow. It's all good.
Does he do all those things?
He does all those things.
Yes, correct.
No, he pushes the dishes in the dishwasher.
You very provocatively argue that cancer actually has made you a better person.
It's made me a much more in tune with my body person. Mm-hmm. It's made me much more aware to take control and be extremely aggressive with my health because none of us are getting younger. Mm-hmm. We can do all the pretty stuff we want to make our outsides look great, but we got to take care of what's inside as well.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
So beautifully stated. Mm-hmm. I want to introduce you to somebody. Kara's sitting over there. She's a cancer survivor as well. She was diagnosed with breast cancer when she was very young, and she has found your message inspiring. Kara, the floor is yours. How has cancer changed your life in a positive way?
Yeah, so I was diagnosed with breast cancer when I was 26. It was stage 3, and so I went through a double mastectomy, chemotherapy, radiation. Happy to say now 6 years cancer-free, and I'm feeling fabulous. First, I also want to thank you so much for being such an inspiration to all of us who are fighting the fight, and fighting pretty, as I like to say. But I agree with you. I think, after going through something so traumatic, and especially at such a young age, I just value my body so much more now.
Well,
thanks very much.
Congratulations. Hold on, I got to hug her.
Give her a hug.
Hugging, yeah.
I want to thank Kara for you, but I want to thank you, Sandra. Today's show is all about getting folks to choose what's right for their body, and you're a shining beacon of light in that movement. So God bless you. I wish you the best.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on new videos to live the good life.